do it.
Let's go.
My whole mood down.
Woo. Hello.
Hello. What up, y'all?
What's up, Singular?
We're back. We're going to get this thing started. And we are here with Walter Wheatons. We have Christopher Bird, Marcel Smith, and Basil Lowe. Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Canty. We're going to go right into it. Today, we're going to talk about some things that happened over the last few weeks, including me becoming a dad, Jada Smith, Will Smith,
oh my God,
Chris Rock,
what?
Movie pizza, movie theater stuff. I don't know. A lot of stuff that's happened this week.
Hey,
So
Pizza?
let's throw everything out there.
there's a lot of stuff. So we're going to get right into it. What you doing, Detroit? First, I'm a dad, y'all. I'm officially a father. They still look so sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading the messages.
Oh no, man!
Basil.
You're supposed to have a good time on this.
He's enjoying that Szechuan sauce, man.
Dude, no joke. I was holding it when I ran out of milk. It's like, oh.
Ew, you put your tongue
Only
on
you
the
would do that.
Oh.
You tongue your chicken nuggets?
No,
No,
I
the
told
sauce.
you sauce.
The sauce isn't that good, y'all. Stop it. Szechuan sauce is not
Oh,
good.
it is delicious. That's the
It's not. Look at to the last
bunch
bit.
of Rick
That
and
is the
Morty
best.
fans,
That is the
man.
best thing to come out of McDonald's.
Ew. Okay. Anyway,
That's
speaking
okay.
of stuff, let's talk about Black Lives Matter. Now, Black Lives Matter
Oh my God.
is a movement saying that yes, Black Lives Matter because Black people have been killed unceremoniously by people in power, aka the police, and they just wanted to put some highlights to Black people getting killed and say, hey, this shouldn't happen. Stop the madness. Support us with your PayPal, your Cash App,
What?
Facebook Pay,
What?
Snapchat Pay,
What?
your Apple Pay,
They did
What?
that.
all that stuff.
And your MoneyGram.
And your MoneyGram.
Send me your Western Union.
Western Union.
Some of the cryptocurrency also stopped working in Russia too.
Send me your Dogecoin.
All that stuff.
That's one of them that's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff. But guess what happened? They took all that money
What did
and someone bought a $6 million mansion in
How
California.
much?
$6 million. That's how much money he's went towards Black Lives Matter.
6 million, y'all.
$6 million.
Wait,
A lot of
hold on.
money.
How long? So you mean in that time, Black Lives Matter has only raised $6 million?
They raised way more than $6 million.
Like, wait a minute, something's
$6 million.
off. Somebody's book is off there.
No.
Someone's book is off.
When the whole trade thing happened, I was want to say, all right, edit him, y'all. Like 20.
It was a good $30 million that went towards Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
And 6 of it went to a house.
And 6 of it went to a house in Los Angeles. She's also been caught for buying houses in the Atlanta area and some more houses in California.
But to say, I swear this lady has been in trouble for embezzlement before.
Mm-hmm.
And we
They
put
keep on hiring her. They keep on hiring her, which is HR's problem. So, anyway, please stop giving your money to Black Lives Matter.
Eric, skirt pause.
Stop giving your money to Black Lives Matter.
I knew you were saying it.
We're gonna
Don't do it.
I mean, real talk, we're gonna put like here's the thing. See, people, it's just one of those things to where if you really think about it, this is literally a case of blood money. If you really think about it, you have a lot of young African Americans whose lives have been, taken away, like Chris mentioned before, with the powers that be, aka the police or other individuals, obviously Trayvon Martin, Ahmaud Arbery, and many others and such. And you would think that out of those funds that were donated, now I don't know how much have been donated to actual actual cause in the Black community, whether it's our HBCUs or other things of that nature and such. But for you to take that amount of money and you spend that on several houses in real estate in high profile areas, you're literally in a way contradicting almost everything that you originally stand for, because you're taking that blood money and you're diversifying your own financial portfolio in other places. So you're literally saying, hey, you know what? we're going to relate to our own people, but we're using the blood of our own people to help our own lifestyle and move out of blue collar into white collar status. If we're going to keep it stacked.
I would
You know,
like to point out.
That's
Y'all
it.
remember? Y'all remember a few years ago when they invited the head of like the NRA or something like that to give a speech at graduation. And when he got up to speak, it was just it was a completely empty audience, and it was meant to signify every child that's been killed by gun violences and school shootings. What if we do that, but for cops?
I don't follow.
I don't follow either. What's going on?
So it would be like you invite like a police chief or something to speak at like a college graduation, and then they get there to like deliver the address, and it's just an empty audience. It's just and it's meant to represent all of the black lives that have been taken by police violence in the past like 50 years.
That would have to imply that
50?
university admins like cops, though.
I mean, technically speaking, university admins, especially publicly funded university admins, can't really take a side because they're supposed to be impartial. Supposed to be.
But they'll never invite them to do any guest speaker or nothing.
No, but what I mean is like not necessarily that, but just something similar. Like I think that would speak mountains in one way or another. Also, I contest. I would never say don't give to Black Lives Matter. I would just say make sure that your money is going where you think it's going.
Well, that goes with any other charity.
Which we know where it's going. So please support it, but don't monetarily support it.
And
No.
People got, and like us from being around in the city of Detroit when it happened. I know all of us, we all gave Kwame a whole bunch of hell for what he was doing with the city tax money, among other things and such. So if we had it for Kwame, we gotta get the same type of energy for these folks.
You know, I agree, but for a different reason.
I actually have an easy solution that anyone could do if they really want to do what they can for the community. Just shop at more locally black-owned businesses.
Easier said than done.
That's the easiest way people could do stuff.
In theory, but it does take more than that. I mean, more of us.
It takes more, but it's at least if you could do at least that much.
It's kind of similar to I want to say HBCU football, because you got to build up that brand in order to be competitive with others.
Yeah,
like the Big Ten, SEC.
Well, if we're going down that path, I mean, if you want to look at what Deion Sanders is doing over at Jackson State, which by the way, the man's doing a hell of a job over there, and he will get nothing but respect to his fathers from me. Salute to the brother for sure. But even he said in the interview one time that they're not going to take a large sum of money and place it like a big time SEC school, like say Alabama or say Florida or anything like that and such, just because there is such a, as far as from a talent perspective and such, obviously there's a long lineage in the NFL of Hall of Fame type players who have played at HBCU. Jerry Wright, Michael Strahan, Mel Blount, Walter Payton, Jackie Slater, Sterling Sharp, Shannon Sharp, all these have played at HBCUs in the past and such, and among others. But I really do feel that, with Marcel, what you're saying, that yes, there is a ways to go for sure, but a lot of those HBCUs may not have that actual face, that face, the brand name and such, that we all know. So all of us know about Deion Sanders, all of us know about Shannon Sharp. But say if you were to take somebody like say if Jackie Slater or somebody like that, or better yet Mel Blount, were to say, you know what, I'm gonna go to, did he go to Grambling? I think he went to Grambling. I can't remember which school it said, but basically they're on the right path, but there's still a lot of work to do and such. And at the end of the day, if you're gonna try to be competitive, with those other conferences like the Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC, among others and such, it's a hell of a fight.
Right. Just like I said, Black Lives Matter. It's a great movement to get behind, but please understand that the people behind it, some of them don't have a good heart.
Exactly.
When I say a good heart, you're going to spend $6 million on yourself.
Exactly. When that $6 million can be given to local charities, local funds, things that are going on in the community and such, especially in impoverished neighborhoods and such, where you're having literally people who you're conveying your messages out to, the 12, 10-year-olds or so, who you convey your message to and such. but you're taking their funds that their parents are giving to you and using that to some of your own lifestyle and not giving that back to the community to make it better for tomorrow.
Right. This could have easily been without their their embezzlement and all the stuff that they did with all the money. This could have easily been the second coming of the Black Panthers, taking almost $50 million and giving it back to the Black communities or communities of people of color. That's exactly what the Black Panthers did back in the 60s and 70s, and the FBI shut that shit down.
Exactly, and
now you're gonna go out there and do something that the SEC and the FBI are gonna come after your ass.
Wait.
With legal, they can come back to you legally.
Hold up. And when people say that that Black Lives Matter, like the second coming of the Black Panthers stuff, well, you gotta really like you just beautifully alluded to before, Chris. You gotta really take a whole lot of consideration into that. You gotta look at how the times were. You gotta look at how the people actually whether get back to the community. It's one thing to raise awareness for the community. It's another to actually take those funds from raising awareness actually help the community.
I have a suggestion. I have a solution.
What is your suggestion before we move on?
I say we do the old classic thing. If you see a Black person on the street, just hand them $10 and keep moving.
That's too much money, bro. Too much.
$5 then, man.
$5? Who has $5 bills anymore?
Okay, give me 10 then.
No, I don't even know what a $10 bill looks like anymore.
Shit, do people still carry bills in their pockets?
All right, I was like, who carries bills anymore?
I'm all about that card life.
Wait.
Now if they have a square though, then I'll help out.
Not the square.
According to an article about the giant house, it doesn't serve as like a personal residence. It serves as like a studio space and housing for recipients for the Black Joy Creators Fellowship.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Yeah, no, that's
here's the interesting
what they'll say
thing.
it is, but
if you have enough money and enough power, you can change the zoning on your property.
That is true.
That's true.
So for something that might have been zoned residential, if you go to the right person with the right number,
the commercial business,
that automatic it goes to commercial. And you know what?
That's right off, y'all.
So maybe that house wasn't $6 million. Maybe it was only like $4 million.
It's in California. It's a good 6.
Look, whether it was 6, 10, or 4 million, that's still millions of dollars that could have been and given back to your community.
And I agree with you on that.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I think it's like this is most definitely one of the worst things I think I've seen come out of this movement.
And I know it's kind of, it's kind of like kind of somewhat out of context and stuff, but if you look at what Tyler Perry did with a few years ago when he actually built that studio over down in Atlanta, which by the way, I definitely got to visit that studio and such. That thing is massive and such. When he talked about it, when he actually built it from the ground up, when he gave that BT acceptance speech a few years ago, which is amazing. By the way. I watched today and such.
Yeah, he built it with his money. He built it with his money and some tax dollars, but he built it with his money.
Exactly. And what is that doing? Actually giving things an opportunity actually back to the community, which he said before, to people who couldn't get
to the community, not just the community like us, but community like the Black actors who don't get their flowers at the Oscars. Those kind of people. That's giving back like that.
Exactly.
Speaking of the Oscars, we're gonna talk about.
There it is.
We're gonna talk about. That was a good segue, wasn't it? Anyway,
you get a clap for that.
No, that was like a 90. It could have been a little better, but it was pretty good.
All right.
I'll
take a 90. I'll take a 90. Thank you, Mecca.
No
I'll take
problem.
a 90. Anyway, shout out to Mecca Jackson. She's on the show.
What's up?
Anyway, we're gonna talk about Jada Smith. So we all saw that Will Smith smacked. We'll say what Chris Rock said. He just slapped the shit out of me. Willard. His name's not William. It's Willard.
It is indeed
Willard Smith.
That's actually true?
Yes,
it
his
is.
name. Willard Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. And then Jada Smith came out, I would say about 12 hours ago. She said that I don't need protection. I don't need a man doing this for me. So basically, William went up there for no reason. Like I said a few weeks ago on the podcast and on the Facebook group, and people went off on me.
She says she doesn't need it, but yet the looks, especially in the memes that highlight it, you could tell that she
was hurt, but she didn't want her husband to detriment his whole career over A
Well,
joke.
and
I don't know.
kind
They
of
had a little bit of puppetry to it.
That's true.
that kind
But
of.
it's
But
like,
I would say that also kind of sparks a conversation of like when is chivalry necessary kind of a thing, because there's no doubt. I mean, we saw it. Like he definitely took a defense of some kind, but I mean, and whether she actually agrees with what she said or not, I mean, if she says she doesn't need the help, then the question is, okay, like when is it become okay to step in a situation like that? Because I think just about everybody agrees that was out of line.
Right, it was.
But
It was
I
out of line.
wouldn't exactly say that Chris Rock is 100% innocent. But
No,
I
we never said that.
yeah, but also, I mean, Chris Rock is a comedian, and the thing is, Will Smith is also a comedian. Like you would expect, like, I mean, and during the Fresh Prince, they made jokes at everybody, even at Viv. Like it just like,
Okay.
but that's the truth though. They made jokes. If they wanted to poke fun at something, they poked fun at something. Granted, it's been 20, 30 years, and times are definitely different, but it's still kind of okay. Look, this is the game that this is. Chris Rock is a comedian. I know when he goes up on stage, he's going to say something that's funny and or offensive and or both. And then it becomes like the responsibility on the person that the joke is directed at to decide whether or not they want to be upset. And in that situation, I mean, yeah, she was upset, but I mean, also Will was laughing because low key the joke was just a little bit funny, but like
It was funny.
also
It was a funny joke. Like, God,
It was
like
funny.
when it actually came to a point to where people were salted in Charmin toilet paper. And we're gonna be honest, like, you know, and here's the thing, and Chris and I, we brought this up, you know, in previous conversations and such. If you looked at the entire night, Chris Rock was blaming everybody.
oh yeah, he was.
Everybody. So, but see, if it was the case in where if Chris Rock wasn't blaming anybody, but then he made that joke, you know, about Jada, then I couldn't understand it. Because my thing is like, hey, you know, you haven't been talking about anybody else, but why you gotta talk to my wife and so on and so forth. And
I mean,
the entire little storyline is just interesting in general with
that
how
I'll agree with
everything
you.
went down. Because literally right after the Grammys, if nobody have Instagram and have Will Smith on Instagram, him and Jada literally just posted a collab saying, we went to the Grammys and started chaos or something. It was in the lines of that. So I don't know. I think maybe in the heat of the moment she was upset, but I also think that the Oscars and them, you know, going with corrective actions against Will Smith is also playing a part into the reason why she said that. Because we also have to realize too, Will and Jada has been going through a lot since the whole August Alsina thing.
And I
So
think
exactly.
that's
fault.
also another
That's her
reason.
fault,
I
too.
think that's another reason why Will Smith jumped up the way he did. Because
And-
everyone always been talking about them and everyone's been talking about them.
He
since
had
August.
enough.
And
He
that-
was
and
like,
that's-
enough.
He's tired of it.
But
I
see,
mean, yeah, but once you
but I'm gonna say this out here. You know, the bottom line with all this is that people can say, you know, whether Will's wrong, Jada's wrong, Chris is wrong, August is wrong. Here's the bottom line: Will Smith is a broken man. We've seen a guy who we, especially as, you know, as younger kids, we've grown up to watch.
We looked
whether
up
it's
to
on
him
Chris
as an
Rock,
idol,
whether
and now
it's
he's going through
movies,
this.
and several other things. But we have seen over the last 2 or so years, ever since that Red Table Talk and everybody's dirty laundry came out, we've literally been seeing a man who's been a meme factory. His family's been a meme factory. Celebrities and other people who have no affiliation with them been talking about his family and who did this, who did that, among other things. And Chris Rock just happened to be the wrong person at the wrong time. And it goes back to a classic comic book. It only takes one bad day for the sanest of men to lose his sanity. It only takes one bad day.
And
And
that's a good segue to my next topic. A Georgia man was sentenced to 25 years in prison.
that was a
For killing-
60%, by the way. That was bad.
Shut up, Will. For killing his father after being told to get out or move or get a job.
Jesus.
Hey,
Wait, hold up, pause. Did you say a man killed his dad because his dad told him to get a job?
Yes. So it only take like Chris said, it only takes one moment.
Hey, but we don't know what he's been dealing with in the past.
We don't know
He's
what
got
he
a very
was
private
doing.
life. I mean, he
We don't
might
know.
have been caught up in some stuff. We just don't know.
Or you could be
Maybe he just got
baby.
sick of his dad trying to tell him what to do. But then again, too, you
Get
are
out my
under your
room,
dad's
Dad.
room.
I mean,
I
you
gotta
wouldn't have to have
ask
on the table.
because I gotta know what color was the
He was a Wahite person.
A Wahite.
Wahite.
White.
You
Oh.
could have said Caucasian.
White, baby. He's white.
You could have said
Peach.
Caucasian.
He was
Peach.
white.
I mean, there were a few other ways to say it. Okay, yeah, no. So we all pictured the same thing then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Get out my room,
I would
Dad.
say for some odd reason, after just hearing the whole thing, I was not picturing anything else but.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to get a job. I'm trying to get my Xbox.
Like all I can see is long hair, a DC hat, and not like the comic. There it is. I was right.
No. Okay,
Well,
that's not
can-
what I was
put it-
picturing.
Hold on. Hey, Basil, put your head up to the screen.
Oh, Chris, don't do that.
No,
Chris, don't do that.
man, I wish I could grow more hair like that.
No. So we all had a similar idea because the only thing I was saying was like the old DC skater hats, and I could smell the Axe body spray and monster in the room.
No.
Like,
That guy must
No,
call his mama.
that's not what I was picturing, Walter. I was picturing, definitely some sort of flannel or something like.
He might have had flannel before he had to put on his jail
I was-
stuff.
I pictured in his shirt would be a couple containers of skull.
Oh, Lord, not so.
Ooh.
ooh.
I see. Hey, Chris.
Oh.
I see that photo, and two words come up: crystal meth. Moving on.
That's the other thing. I was also.
Why did I? As soon as I saw that pic, why did I see that Mike Epps white parents skit?
Marcel.
Yeah, it's
Marcel
true.
Smith.
White parents.
So I'll be that person real quick. Hey, so not to put anybody under the bus, but my cousin definitely married a girl named Crystal Light, and for some reason, you said crystal meth, and I was like, oh wow, that just brought back that memory. That was fucking weird, man.
Crystal Light is in the flavorless powder that makes LaCroix even have flavor.
Hey, you leave LaCroix alone, okay?
LaCroix is bottom
You don't
tier.
touch LaCroix.
LaCroix is bottom tier, first of all.
Excuse you.
I'll take Crystal Light.
No,
over
LaCroix is
any day.
garbage.
I'm sorry, you still water drinking person.
Okay, LaCroix is disgusting,
Yeah, it's all about Fresca.
and like half my listeners will agree.
I'm gonna call Nikki.
I ain't sharing my Fresca with her.
You know,
My Fresca.
we all
I
had
hope she's not
agreement.
listening to this right now.
She better not.
No,
And if you
y'all
are,
had-
you know what I said.
we all had an agreement before this.
Mecca, stop laughing.
I said
I'm still mad at Mecca for calling me Grandpa.
I'm sorry.
I said I'm gonna-
Well,
Look, look.
I said
old and
honestly,
you
we were gonna have nothing but positivity and such, but just the thought of that name that just appeared up, damn it, I feel besmirched. So thank
Okay,
you
speaking
very
of things that are touchy, but we're gonna talk about that later. Let's talk about some funny stuff.
much.
Now, we talked about this last week, but that recording never came to light. So we're gonna talk about this woman who was in the Royal Oak Theater.
Okay.
She was caught, seeing the climax.
Oh,
Not the movie of the climax. Another climax, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
A woman was caught having sex in the bathroom at the Royal Oak Imagine Theater.
She must have been watching Morbius.
Oh, I remember this now.
Yes.
Hergatitis.
She was in there. No.
No.
Hercatitis. That's what she said it was called.
Oh.
Anyway. So yeah. So people, there's a Hyatt place down the street from the Royal Oak Imagine Theater. $200 a night, which is really expensive, but you
Wait, how
can
much is
have
it?
sex there. It's about $200 a night.
200.
But you can
Oh hell no!
you can go there.
I paid more for the Hyatt in Chicago.
God damn. Anyway,
200 a night. Oh,
for Royal Oak, that's really expensive.
that's
No,
what
for
I'm saying.
Royal Oak, that's kind of.
It's
I
very
guess it depends
expensive.
on what part of Royal Oak you're.
No, it's on Main Street, right next door to Imagine.
Yeah, so I mean that kind of makes sense though.
I could see it's $200, but that's too expensive.
Yeah,
for a Hyatt place.
Y'all tripping.
In Royal Oak.
I don't even think the Hyatt that's over in Dearborn even cost that much.
But please, just take her home.
Oh, come on now.
That's all you gotta do.
Come on, Chris, let's be fair here. Who would stay in Dearborn?
Hey,
anyway, we're moving on. Like, speaking of Dearborn,
the thing about that is like,
you know what these niggas did in Dearborn?
What did they do, Chris?
Oh, so most of the people in Dearborn, I don't want to be racist or anything, but most of the people in Dearborn, they modify their cars. So you hear a lot of vroom vroom vroom. So guess what the cops are about to do?
What Dearborn were you in? That's not the Dearborn I remember.
Guess what they're doing right now? Every time they're gonna start ticketing people. They're gonna start ticketing people for having modified cars, or if you're disturbing the peace.
So that's an actual like.
It's an actual thing, but they're actually doing something, like actually doing it in.
I mean, that's kind of. There's no reason why your car should be 120 decibels.
That's true, but
wait.
I should not. For reference, 120, 130 decibels is about the sound of like an engine, or like an airline engine.
Mm-hmm.
So like
going down.
There's no reason I need to hear that going down.
You know what you guys just reminded me of? You know what you just reminded by bringing up decibel? Whistle go woo!
God dang, not whistle go woo.
So
God damn.
Put him in timeout. He's done.
I'm putting him in timeout, Basil. I can't do that here, but it's okay. Anyway,
that's something, y'all.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on now. DTW, which is the main airport here in Metro Detroit. The name is officially changed. The North Terminal has been changed.
To?
I forgot. I think it was that one black man.
Please give me the Kwame Kilpatrick.
It better not be called the Kwame Kilpatrick.
Oh, now I gotta look it up.
But is it Coleman A. Young?
It's not Coleman A. Young.
He already got an airport.
Got a whole airport in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already has. Well, no, it's the Evans, the Warren Evans terminal. So guess what? Guess who's going flying Delta out of GTW?
You.
Hold up, did you not fly Delta before?
No, it's the McNamara.
No, Delta flies out of McNamara.
No, I'm saying, did you not fly Delta before?
No, I have, but it's not called. It's not called Warren Evans. Warren Evans. We don't talk about.
No,
Warren
but you said that was the North, not the McNamara.
Yeah. No, the North Terminal is now called the Evans.
The Evans, yeah.
So
yeah, but Delta flies out McNamara.
Guess who's flying Delta from now on?
Like, I literally only fly Delta. I don't think I've flown out of the
North Terminal ever.
The North Terminal in like 15 years or something.
15? That was before Delta was a thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Delta was a thing.
It was a thing, but it wasn't huge. Like it is now.
The only reason, look, that's because they were all right, but then they bought Northwest. Y'all remember Northwest?
Yeah. I remember Northwest. That was a good airline.
NWA.
Yeah, they bought them niggas with attitude.
So you got United, Spirit, Lufthansa.
Speaking of,
it was Lufthansa. That was the flight I went out of to get to Germany.
Sounds like a mobster.
That makes sense. Wait, isn't somebody in the middle of buying Spirit?
No, Frontier and Spirit merged.
Yeah. No. They're trying to finish that buyout, but JetBlue just put in a bid to buy Spirit.
JetBlue. Oh my god!
I forgot $7 or something like that.
Someone's going to buy Spirit.
Yeah.
Why is JetBlue still a thing?
Yeah, why?
Here's the thing, though, like, because Northwest was all right. I mean, they definitely weren't a good airline, but neither was Delta. And then Delta bought out Northwest, and then it became like a super magnet.
Then they got the whole terminal to themselves.
Right, like it's literally just a Sky Team. And
if you were to go down to the Atlanta airport, which I'm assuming most people on here have been on, I'm assuming.
That's the headquarters for Delta.
So that's Delta's headquarters.
Like, the whole thing is Delta everywhere. Like
that's headquarters.
They got I think maybe 7 or 8 terminals over there at the Delta over at the Atlanta airport with Delta.
At the Delta airport.
It's basically the Delta airport at this point.
It basically is a Delta airport, but it's not 7 terminals though.
Like, hey, look, you want to fly Southwest into Georgia? You got to land in Savannah and hope for the best.
Hey, look, the Atlanta airport.
Emphasis on hope.
Hey, look, the Atlanta airport. I can imagine Delta being like, "Hi, welcome to Delta Airlines, and here are the other terminus.
Damn.
I mean, that's
The
kind of
other
what it is.
terminal.
Like, let's be real.
Welcome to the Delta Airline Airport.
When I
Here
went
go
to,
the other places that pay our rent. There you go.
hey, look, when I went down to Atlanta, trust me on this one. When I flew on Spirit only had maybe one or two little turns in that mug and such. You gotta go all the way down and such for at least like 15 or so minutes just to get to your gate at the very, very end. The walk to Einstein was like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, you were flying Spirit, so you had a connector.
Hey, hold up, y'all.
I don't even know what that is. What is a connector? What's a connector?
It was a straight flight. It was a straight flight. I didn't have no connector because I am not trusted Spirit.
You just say you have to walk from one flight to the next gate.
No,
He was like, y'all know darn well the second I get into the arrivals, they ain't letting me back into departures.
When I was flying from Atlanta back to Detroit, from where our gate was to where the Einstein Bagel is over in the Atlanta airport, that walk alone was like maybe 10
That's still a
to
thing?
15 minutes.
That's still a spot? Einstein Bagels?
Yes.
Hey, low-key, Einstein's making their money being like in a kiosk now.
I don't blame him. Why not? I don't blame him.
And oh no, I think aren't they still open on Telegraph?
I mean,
The one in Dearborn?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're still there.
I think they are.
I think that might be
They're
like
still
the
there.
only actual storefront that I've seen around.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
one on
okay.
Telegraph and Cherry Hill. They're still
Yeah,
there.
Hey, kind of off topic, but
we've been off
kind
topic
of going back
for
into
20
Detroit. You know what's the only thing I like about DTW? In all honesty,
What?
the express tram. That's it.
Yes,
Just like,
hey,
but that's
hey,
minutes.
that's
Like, I don't
back
know
and
why
forth.
with peasants.
Hey, look,
That's
I
only
just
the
go
A
back and forth
terminal,
the terminals. That's it.
hey,
that's only on the A side though. You got B and C, which has no tram.
I'm gonna say it right now. Y'all know how much I love Alabama. Shout out to all of our listeners down in the great state of Alabama. That's my
Man,
second.
bump Alabama and your
Hey.
football team
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
okay,
a
first
hot
of all,
take.
you can talk about the Crimson Tide like that, but not all.
and Auburn and Alabama State. I don't know if they have a state university, but
Well,
Alabama State too.
They-
Hey,
How
they
do they
do.
not have a state
There is
university?
not a mistake. But anyway, I was gonna say
Yeah, but what about UAB?
I almost transferred there. I almost did, but that's another
Okay.
story. But anyways,
Oh boy.
the
UABC or UABCU?
no,
Anyway.
UAB.
To play on words, Chris. To play on words. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, the one thing I will say this: if you ever, shout out to all the listeners down in Alabama. The one thing I love about the Birmingham airport and such, when I was flying out of Birmingham to
They have
go
an airport?
to, yes,
Anyway, go ahead.
international airport. Damn it. Anyway,
Go ahead. International. Oh.
International. Hold up.
Oh.
Yo, let the
They
man
have-
speak.
They have three. They have three.
Yes.
names. Okay.
Let
Yes.
the man speak.
It's the largest city in Alabama, for goodness sakes.
With 12 people. Anyway, go ahead.
Stop.
Well, okay. When you said the largest in
and they all-
Alabama,
and
that's
they all
not
probably-
exactly.
And they all probably get
Okay, 50.
Yeah, and they all probably get busy with each other too. But anyways, in the Birmingham airport, the one thing I will say, when I was flying out of Birmingham to go back to Indiana, it was like back around Christmas time. What I will say, at about 4 or 5 something in the morning, they got Chick-fil-A over in the airport. That thing was open. That thing was fresh too, man. Fresh.
Okay. that's
Fresh.
cool.
I mean,
cool.
you can see the steam come out. The
We got
steam
Chick-fil-A
come out.
too. We got Chick-fil-A too
I know that.
in our
I'm
airport.
just saying, they were like
Hey,
4 or
look, they
5
ain't
in
good
the
and they ain't
morning.
open on Sunday. I don't want them.
What?
That's true.
The
Though.
Chick-fil-A ain't good and they ain't open on Sunday. I don't want them.
You just said
What?
Chick-
Man, when I said they going to
You know,
church.
it's all about Popeyes and Raising Cane's anyway.
No, Raising Cane's is good, but it's not as seasoned as Popeyes or KFC. Don't ever put Raising Cane's in the chicken discussion.
We need to do that.
No, we don't. No. No, we
tail-
gonna lose
We did the
friends
chicken
over that.
discussion like in 2020 during quarantine. What are you talking about?
Let's do it again.
No, we're gonna talk about Detroit pizza. Now, Detroit pizza has been ranked number 1
Ooh, yes, it has.
in the country.
Yes.
In the country.
Put some respect on our names.
Put some respect. Thank you, Chris. Put some respect on our name.
Respect.
Now they compared it to. Let me see. It was Detroit. They had Boston pizza. I don't even know what Boston pizza
Boston
is.
has pizza?
I thought they
I don't
had
even know
beer.
what that is.
Hey, just the fact that we went up against LA, New York, and Chicago and beat all three of them.
LA.
First of all, LA is not known for their
LA.
pizza. Don't even start.
But I know they have good pizza.
They do. The California style pizza is not good,
It's
but
flat,
it's
right?
Wait, hold up. California has their own style.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not been to California Pizza Kitchen?
No.
That's their pizza.
Son tells me California pizza is like the type of pizza where you're gonna find bullshit like broccoli on it or something.
You might.
You will.
And
And
you
low key,
might.
it's kind of good.
God, no, stop.
Hey, Basil, you don't knock it till you try it.
Don't knock it till you
He's never
try.
had broccoli in his
All right, because I thought that St. Louis style was disgusting until I had it.
What's St. Louis style?
It's like when you go to Chicago, like a what's the place? Illuminati's. You get the thin crust pizza.
Shout out to
The
Illuminati.
thin crust pizza is like St. Louis
And-
style.
So it's like a thin crust lasagna? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's a thin crust pizza.
Yeah, but he said it's like
crust
Chicago, which is
No. When you go to Chicago, you get the deep dish or the thin crust style. The thin crust style is
St. Louis.
St. Louis
So
style.
you're basically getting a cracker with pizza sauce.
You said a cracker.
You know what? I'd rather
That's
have
what
that
it
than
is.
that. I'd rather have that than that.
I'm not a fan of
that
Chicago.
sloppy lasagna they call deep dish.
See,
I
that's-
mean, I like Chicago. I love
the
Chicago.
No.
I like
Chicago
Chicago
pizza's
style, but it's like
garbage.
it's just inconvenient because I don't want to cut it, put it on a fork, eat it.
Well, it is the
You-
only
you
pizza
have
I've had
to,
that has been
though.
quite literally a pizza pie. Okay, damn.
It's
leave
it is a
alone.
pizza pie, but it's not my favorite type of pizza.
It'd be big.
My favorite type of pizza is definitely New York slice.
So
Nope.
okay, so Sicilian style.
Detroit
That's
for
what
me.
that is, right?
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
that's like the where it's just like a really big slice of pizza that you
and
fold
it's
up.
delicious.
And you fold it.
greasy
Yeah.
and salty.
No, I don't.
and,
I agree. I like that.
About
Although
the-
I will say I think Detroit deep dish is better, but I do like that.
Detroit deep dish. All right.
No.
Which Detroit deep dish is the best? Buddies or Jets
Jets.
or Shields? Shields.
I
I
don't
gotta
know.
go Shields.
You know,
I don't know that one.
I'm gonna say
You don't know about the Shields? You know about Shields?
Okay,
Basil?
Toledo.
Okay,
We're about to give you some.
I'm gonna say that I
Tomorrow?
love Buddies and I love Jets, but you know what? Shields when fresh, it just hit different.
Hey.
When it's fresh. When it's fresh.
Actually, you know what? Hold on.
when it's super duper
What's
fresh.
that?
I mean, out the oven fresh. It just hit
Hey, look, as somebody who used to work there, I do actually have to give it to Shields. I love it. Y'all know they changed their breadsticks though.
You used to work at Shields?
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
I used to work at Shields.
The one over
because,
here?
like, yeah, the one, right there around the corner from me. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, the one I want to try ever since that picture. The next one I want to try is Grandma Bob's.
Where is Grandma Bob's?
I'm looking it up right now. All I know
Yeah,
is
look that up. We're gonna do another
picture looks good.
pizza food
Michigan
tour.
Avenue.
Wait, but yeah, hold up. So
Corktown.
but I definitely did like Shields. I love Shields pizza. They breadsticks, the new ones, I'm not a big fan of. Like the last time I was there, the guy who or our waiter was like, "I'm not gonna charge you for the breadsticks." I'm like, "Why not?" He goes, "Because I don't believe in giving people bad food," and walked away.
All right. I like this guy. I like this guy already.
I was like, "Oh man, that's
That's equivalent. That's just equivalent to the guy I went to LA, went to Knott's Berry Farm, and I was like, I was about to like spend like $80 on a fast lane pass, and the guy was like, "Hey, bro, ain't nobody here today. Just go in." I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Yes. Yeah,
I was like, I went in. I had a great time. I rode everything in less than an hour.
y'all don't know about them Cedar Point fast lane pass.
No, fast lane in the summertime is a good $200.
easily.
So $80 at Knott's Berry Farm ain't nothing.
$80 was okay. If you're saying $80, this probably would have been like. And by the way, I tell people
It was in February too, so it was dead.
And by the way, this is some free game. And Chris, I'm sure you'd agree with me when I say this. The best time to go to Cedar Point is August.
August on a Wednesday.
Honestly, there ain't no. You can get on every single ride. You ain't gotta wait. You may only have to wait maybe.
You could
5
park
minutes.
right next to the gatekeeper, right there.
right next.
Hey,
You can
hold
walk
up.
right on there.
Who owns
Damn,
Knott's-
Marcel.
Wait, who owns Knott's Berry's farm? Is it Cedar Fair?
Yeah, Cedar Fair. That's,
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, that's Cedar Fair Park out in
Yeah,
California.
I'm about to say,
One of the two.
I worked at Cedar Point. Chris that worked at Cedar Point. Marcel, did you work at Cedar Point at one point or no?
Hell no, I got a life.
Okay.
You didn't have no life. You were at home mooching.
hey.
Anyway, it was a great life.
Hard time. Hey, wait. Before one thing I'm gonna say, it's not pizza related, but if we're gonna do a food tour in Detroit, I do want to make a stop at Mom's Spaghetti.
Again,
It's only gonna be the second time, but I did enjoy it.
I've been there like 8 times already. Just
I don't know.
See, it must be nice to be close enough to it.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm a season's ticket holder for the Pistons, so it's just right across the freeway. Anyway.
Exactly. I don't get that luxury.
Maybe you should head up this way.
And speaking of luxury,
Tomorrow?
male contraceptive is 99% effective now.
Yes.
It's just tested on rats, which means, oh well, maybe it could work on humans. So we're gonna pray on this. Everybody bow their heads for male contraceptive.
But it cannot came at a better time for a lot of folks
because we about to be in them streets. It's about to be hot girl summer. We about to
well,
clap.
no, but here, okay. So has anybody read anything?
Sundress season.
Okay, look, we all love sundress season, but has anybody read like how it works?
We don't care. Eat it.
We don't care.
No babies.
No. That's a. It's an.
We do care. We do care. We care. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look care.
But that's my question. Has anybody actually looked into like the male contraceptive to see how it works or
no? I just looked at it. It's like hallelujah. I closed my phone.
If there's anything,
that's all I did.
Well, don't you want to have a baby brother or something? Don't you want her to have a brother?
No. We're not talking about my life right now.
We already got a Chris one. We gotta have a Chris Jr. now.
That is true.
Oh God.
Oh please no.
Anyway,
it's bad enough. It's bad enough. We already got a.
Let's not talk about that right now.
There's a lot of kids who need to be adopted. We can go that route. Anyway, male contraceptive is a thing, and it's gonna happen. So Christopher Bird expect to see a lot of more messed up people because they had sex and then they wanted a relationship. And they expected not to have an emotional attachment, but then they get one, and then they come to you. So expect to have a pay raise within the next 10 years.
But you know what? I would just say, bring them my way. I will gladly keep the door open for business and stuff. See, these are the things I like because they keep me in business. I love these type of things. You know, I love it. I like it.
Speaking about business, let's talk about this touchy subject. All right, because I had a few conversations about this in March about my stance on the whole thing. Transgenders in athletics.
Oh damn. Ooh.
Yes, we're going to talk about it before we move on to my top 25 movies of the 2000s.
Well, at least we're not talking about Hill. Well, at least we're not talking about Hill songs, so that's good.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that either. I don't care about Hill songs.
We don't have time for that.
Transgenders because we know about the swimmer.
Yes.
Who won? Who kind of killed the competition? Kind of like she did.
She blew him out the water.
Oh,
yeah, literally, she blew him out the water. But my thing is,
that was so. I like that.
My thing is, and this is just my opinion, and I'm not always right, but gender-wise, she's in the right. However.
There is a however.
However,
there's a hot take coming.
You cannot dispute the fact that is a male going against females.
Can't dispute it.
You cannot dispute it.
Facts.
And people want to say that sex and gender can be like this. No. No. That is a woman going against other women. However, that is a male going against a female. Yeah, can't mix the two up. And that's where a lot of people back in the day, including now, get it mixed up. Like, hey, if a boy transitions to a girl and wants to be on my girl's team, I have no problem with that. You're a girl, come on over, let's play. Girl transitions to be a boy, wants to be on the boys' team. Come on, let's be on the boys' team. We're all boys, let's go.
Yeah, come on.
All right, I have no problem with this. But people have a problem with this. So what's y'all take on this before we move on to my top 25 list?
It'll hit people have problems, but the same people who want to give a eloquent soliloquy as far as she can't do this, she can't do this. People like to give opinions, but you can't argue facts. Cannot argue facts.
You can't argue facts, but sometimes facts mess up. Sometimes facts mess up your thing. Like when I say, hey, this is a woman. However, that is a male.
Exactly. And see, that's the
X,
thing.
Y.
And see, like I said, people nowadays are softer than toilet paper, to where if you say something that
The Charmin toilet paper. Hold on.
yes, people
Okay.
just so. But see,
You
people
bro.
just cannot accept the truth nowadays. People don't want to hear about what's right. People only want to think about what they feel is right and what this group says right and what this group says that's opposite of what they think is wrong. It's that simple. People overthink that, they have the power, and granted, everybody has the power of free speech. I agree with that. But at the same time, you cannot bring your house of opinions and put up against a house of facts. You just can't do it. And when you try to dispute that, and when you try to beat around the bush with it, you make yourself look like boo-boo the fool, and then you just make it worse on everybody. Just take your opinions, take your coffee, and shut the hell up.
I feel like they ought to just make it, instead of going by gender, just go strictly by sex. You can't dispute it at that point. Then
Yeah, you can't. But you could.
You just look downstairs, and be like, yeah, no, you're playing on that team.
Yeah, but that's what makes it even worse. That's what makes it even worse.
I mean, people do have like gender reassignment surgery. That is a thing that exists.
So you can't look down and like, hey, you're on this team. Like, no.
The way I see it, it's like unless it's been finalized, then
if it's finalized, if it's not there, then
yeah, then
or if it's there.
Y'all are the worst people sometimes.
Look,
we are the worst. I'm just trying to put a bit logic into it.
All I'll say is, like, when it comes down to, like, is that person a male or a female? To me, I go by, like, what's down there? That's the answer.
Yeah, back in the day you could, but now you can't.
No, I still, like,
I mean, you can still do that, but you gotta be politically correct now.
See, that's the
I'm
thing.
not saying
I'm being biologically correct.
That's not what I'm saying. Like, be biological politically correct. Now in the business world or medical world, you have to say, hey, this is a male. This is a female.
Right.
Now, whatever they choose later in life, I want to be a man or a woman, that's their choice.
Exactly.
But they better finalize it before they get into sports.
But when they want to play sports, which they have went on record to say, hey, this needs to be finalized, you need to fully transition over to play either men's or women's sports, which the person who won the race did. I'm not saying that she did
just barely.
But she did it.
She did.
There's no dispute. There's no disputing that. So people can't be mad about that.
Let's just call for what it is.
However, I'm calling it what it is. That was a man. That was a male going against females.
Especially since
a lot of people
spends most of the development stage in life as a male, so already a head start. Otherwise, we should let teenage girls in middle school, if they want to get a head start, let them get like steroids or something just to catch up.
I don't know. I've definitely met a few women that could
Hey, look.
beat me in just about every single sport I could think of.
I'm just saying. Would you put Michael Phelps against the best women's swimmer?
Hell
you can't do it. You can't do it. It's not fair.
It'd
be funny though.
It would be funny, but it would be fair. You can't put LeBron James against the best WNBA player.
Well, you can't do that anyways right now because she's kind of stuck in Russia in prison.
Okay,
no one said she was the best. Anyway,
I was going to say that's pretty bold of you to say Brittany Griner is the best.
That's just what I heard.
Brittany Griner is not the best.
She's only the best because Maya Moore isn't playing right now. That's the only reason why. But anyways, what I will say, if you were to put a prime Michael Phelps against a prime Katie Ledecky, Michael would kill her.
And put both their faces on a Frosted Flakes box.
Anyway. Easily.
Actually, even just to give her like a bit of a hand or give him a handicap, have him rip a couple before the race.
No, have her go out first and then have Michael Phelps did what he did in London.
Yeah.
But you London or Beijing?
No, it was London when everybody went out before him. He went out last, and he still beat everybody. I was like, God damn, Michael,
and beat him convincingly.
But yeah, so I mean, it's a touchy subject that will evolve in the next coming years because we're having a lot more transgender in athletics. And let's say when they're not I'm not saying that they shouldn't be in athletics. Right. I'm just saying that it's good. It's a thing.
Right. Now,
and it's gonna get bigger.
Well, I go on the record and say that will, athletes who are trans be allowed to even participate in the Olympics? Will I go that far?
No.
Now
it depends. It depends on the Olympic committee.
I think
you know how many countries you're gonna have that are gonna just straight up quit after that.
Hey, man, look, like I said, I don't know, but if it were to happen, I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Because times are way different. But like I said, everybody wants to be politically correct. Everybody wants to, please everybody.
I mean, as of right now, the Olympic Committee lets gays, lesbians, and bisexuals compete. They have not let transgenders compete yet.
Do I think it'll happen? I don't know.
Because there's a lot of countries that still have transgender or gay bi. They're still illegal, or it's punishable by death in some countries.
Mm-hmm.
So,
also, I feel like the reason why they'll let hetero and homosexual and bisexual compete is because that's just an overall preference, not when you start getting into an issue of
right when you go sexual powers versus XY yeah,
exactly.
I understand that. All right, let's get into
that was
25.
Man, damn it, Chris, why'd you have to bring that up?
I had to bring it up because I said I was going to talk about it before I had the baby, and I never talked about it. So
yes, it did.
I had to bring it up today. So yeah, we tippy toe around these subjects, but we got to talk about them because if we don't talk about them, hey, it's never going to be talked about. Anyway, we're going to talk about my top 25 movies of the 2000s right after this. Y'all,
that was kind of cool.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
All right, let's get ready to argue again.
Let's. I mean, we technically already talked about these last week, but
except for I didn't get to.
Oh, Basil gets to argue with me. All right, now
we're
gonna talk about the top 25 movies of the 2000s by me. Honorable mentions: we have Star Wars 2, Attack of the Clones, 2002, Spy Kids 2, Island of Lost Dreams, 2002, Batman Begins, 2005.
I like this.
Save the Last Dance, 2001, Akilah and the Bee, 2006, X2, 2003, Remember the Titans, 2000, Spider-Man, 2002, Finding Nemo, 2003, Recess School's Out, 2001, and Dinosaur, 2000.
Hey, y'all remember The Land Before Time? Speaking of dinosaurs,
no.
Yeah,
we're not talking about that.
That's late 80s going into the 90s.
I know it is. Man.
But man, you know how many of those I watched growing up?
Hey, wait, hold up. Is Spy Kids 2? That's the one where Buscemi rattles off that ridiculously real line. Do you think God also stays in heaven for fear of what He's created? Man, that is not a line to deliver in a kids film, man.
But
but they did it. Dimension Films did it.
Hey, look, let me keep it aside right now. Let me keep it aside. Spy Kids should have ended that too.
It should have ended with 2.
Yeah,
no, it should have ended with 2.
It was all right. Stop it.
It was not. It was horrible 3D.
It was great for the time. When you look back, it's
even at the time, it was cheesy. It was
supposed to be. It's Spy Kids. It's cheesy.
Okay, no, wait. So Spy Kids 3.
Spy Kids, what is supposed to be cheesy?
Wait, what did you say, Walter?
No. I thought you. No, I stepped out for a second. I thought you were talking about Spy Kids 3.
Yeah, we were. Game over.
But that came out during the time of everything had to be 3D. I remember renting that from a video store, and they were
I understand,
but it was, ungodly cheesy.
It was supposed to be. It was Spy Kids.
It was for the time.
No. That was even by the first 2 Spy Kids.
The first Spy Kids was even more cheesy. That one, the second one was even worse.
No, 3 was on a whole level of Here's how I saw it.
Oh,
First of all, opening scene in 2. Why would you have the president of the fucking United States
the president,
in a room with an open air ceiling?
literally.
That's cheesy.
Right,
Yeah,
but,
that was-
but here's the thing, though. That was cheesy, but Spy Kids 3D was like. Anyone remember the old Nickelodeon where they would do the slime, where the slime would come down and all that?
It was amazing.
That was like imagine that, but melted cheese. That's how cheesy it was.
It
was great.
If you were like, for me, like watching as a 10-year-old was like super dope. Now, if you watch it,
First of all, Chris, we were 8. First of all, let the record be known.
it came out in 2005.
It came out in like 2003.
2003, 2004, yeah, because I was like,
It was 03.
because I was late elementary.
That was 05. Oh,
It was 03, bro.
Okay, well, whichever year that was, my bad.
You're thinking about Sky High. Remember Sky High from Disney?
That's how I'm thinking about
Yeah. Now, hold on. I will give you a better.
I'm putting another honorable mention. Sky High, 2005.
I will give
There
you a
you
better
go.
cheesy 3D movie that came around that same time. Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Okay.
Anyway,
you just
I
lost your privilege.
I can't say I really liked that one. It was good, but it
It
wasn't
was
like,
trash. It was trash.
I thought it was better. No, what I'm saying is it was better. It was better than Spy Kids 3D.
Better?
What?
Of the cheesy kids 3D movies of the 2000s.
Shark Boy
yes.
and Lava Girl was cheesier than Spy Kids 3.
But it was somehow better though, at least.
It was
Oh,
worse.
remember the guy came out in the end? He was like, I'm the guy. And he's just died right there.
Bro,
He had like 99 lives.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this right now. I have never, till this day, I'll be 27 in 2 months. I have never, till this day, seen a guy, no pun intended, so hyped up the whole movie. They get to his part. He died in the first scene that we see what the guy looks like. He's
No. That was a precursor to Stop the Yard when we saw Chris Brown.
The way they marketed that movie was genius. They hyped it up so well. They got all the girls, and then he died within the first 15 minutes of the movie and such. Everybody's crying and such. That was genius.
I was like, what's Chris Brown? I thought Chris Brown was going to show up at the end.
Chris, I'm trying to mentally go through, remember the whole list again. Did you once ever mention The Incredibles?
That it's in the list. It's in the list.
Nope, it's not in here.
It's not in there?
No. Yes, it is. It's in there.
About to say, sir.
I lied. It's in there.
Fight.
If we get to my list, I could tell y'all.
Go ahead, Chris.
Here we go. We got the top 25
list, I will tell you.
of the 2000s. Walter Whitson.
This is exactly why I am the way I am. I just want you to know that.
All right.
Okay.
Number 25, we have Training Day of 2001.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. I like it.
All right, head nods. All right, we got head nods. Okay.
I like.
Yeah, my food is on the way, so we got to hurry this up. All right.
I hope it's on the way.
Number 24, The Devil Wears Prada, 2006.
Classic movie.
Really?
Yes, that's one of the best movies of the 2000s.
That is a really good
far.
movie. I genuinely like Meryl Streep.
Wait, who Chris?
What?
Wait, who else was in Devil Wears Prada other than Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep. You had Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
Stanley Tucci's in there too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I like all three of them.
Anyway, Anchorman, number 23, 2004.
Good
Ron
one.
Burgundy. All right, 22. We got Like Mike, 2002.
There you go.
We playing basketball.
Well, let us not forget that this guy got blocked like 3 times in his own movie.
It don't matter. He got better with
Yes, he did.
MJ's gym shoes. Anyway,
And-
number 21, we have Bend It Like Beckham, 2002.
Another good one.
Which one was that one?
It's the Keira Knightley one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Indian who had to disobey her parents to play soccer and then fell in love with the coach.
Okay.
Anyway, number 20, Star Trek, 2009.
Another good movie.
A movie that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
We talk about Star Trek.
Don't you? Yeah, no, that was a good film. Genuinely was
Well,
really
no,
good.
but my thing is, I'll say yeah because I'm a Star Wars nerd. I always thought Star Trek was just for, even by our standards, for nerds.
You're right.
Then Star Trek, the 2009 version came out. I was like, Okay, finally, this is
Some
good.
shit. Right.
Yeah.
All right, number 19, we have The Incredibles, 2004.
Okay.
That lets you know top 5 is listed. If The Incredible is like not even top 20.
Right.
That's how you know.
Oh, there's more fire. We got number 18, The Fast and the Furious, 2001.
Back to when it was.
So you prefer 1 over 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's the original. It's the original story.
Back to when they were actually racing in the streets and not trying to plot how it's actually going.
yeah.
Yeah, but ejectocito, cuz.
Anyway, number 17, we got Bad Boys 2, 2003. We got number 16, Barbershop, 2002.
That's a good one.
Number 15, Coach Carter, 2005.
That's a good one.
I'm like what I'm hearing. I like what I'm hearing.
Number 14, Monsters Inc., 2001.
Okay.
Number 13, School of Rock, 2003.
You know how I feel about that movie.
Number 12.
You know what's a movie that's not on this list that definitely should be, but I'll wait till you finish the list to tell you.
Number 12, Emperor's New Groove, 2000.
Classic.
Disney makes better movies than Pixar sometimes.
They do.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Anyway, 11, Pursuit of Happiness, 2006.
Oh, Willard.
Oh, Willard, you messed up.
You
All right. Let's get through the top 10 real quick so I can get my food. Number 10, Shrek, 2001.
Yeah.
Number 9, The Day After Tomorrow, 2004.
Okay.
Number 8, The Bourne Identity, 2002.
Bourne is a fantastic film.
It's a fantastic series. Well,
it is.
The first.
I like Supremacy more than Identity.
Ultimatum.
Yeah, that was good. Supremacy.
The first two.
Yeah, I like the second one better.
Ultimatum
is a good one too, though.
All of them are good.
The first,
the first one's always the best one.
The first one.
Well, no, the one Bourne that had what's his face?
Jeremy Renner. That was a good one too.
No, it's not Matt Damon.
It's not bad.
Well, it's good in the same way Taken 3 is good. Like, yeah, it's a good movie, but like,
yeah, but really,
the story.
First off, the fact that
Basil, I gotta get my food. I gotta get my food. Number 7, we have I Am Legend, 2007. Oh, Willard.
Yeah.
Number 6, we have Glory Road, 2006. You know what? Hold on. Fuck my food. That slap that messed up his money in his movies, I think that was a sign that I Am Legend 2 was not supposed to happen. Anyway, number 5.
Talk about it.
Number 5, we have Black Hawk Down, 2001.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Classic.
It's very propaganded, but it's a good one.
I mean, but the Black Hawk the story that's based on is very messed up.
The events? Oh yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, it's very messed up. Hilarious, but it's messed up. Number 4,
make a better video game out of it.
Number 4, Spider-Man 2, 2004.
I still play that game.
I still say to this day, y'all, and y'all know. So, in my list of top 5 superhero movies of all time, that's still my top 5, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, we have No Country for Old Men.
Classic.
Was it Harvey or Bardem? Harvey or Botez?
I like this list. I like this list, Chris. I like it.
Number 2,
Star
Wars 3, Revenge of the Sith, 2005.
I'll accept that.
I think we already know what number 1 is.
Number 1 is The Dark Knight, 2008.
No surprise.
Yeah, that is fair. That might be. I think Stones has it as like. I know it's in the top 5 of like superhero movies, but I don't remember exactly where it is.
It's number 1 for me.
It's number 1. It's a flop.
It's not number 1.
It's number 1.
As far as live action goes, I'll give it to that or
I'll give it to it. But anyway, that's been another edition of the KrisCross Corner. Please subscribe on Apple Podcast, Spotify. I gotta get my food. Stay safe. Social distance. Be nice to each other.